Hello everyone, welcome back to the weekly analysis. Let's get going and start off with the DXY. Last week I was expecting DXY to make a consolidation and push back up. So as you can see, my analysis was wrong. The price started to drop, push back up, took out the top, and as you can see, the momentum is very strong towards the downside. So I'm expecting in the coming week the price to consolidate and then drop one more time, potentially creating a consolidation, a flat range similar to this one before dropping again. So this is my expectation for DXY, which means that EURUSD has to go up. But first, let's review the past analysis. So last week, I was expecting EURUSD to make here a consolidation and then drop, but the price started to slow and steady push back up and resuming the uptrend. So now I'm going to be waiting for a sideways move and continuation. Watch this area for a potential reaction, and you can use as a target this level is the previous higher high on the 4-hour time frame. For pound USD, last week I was expecting the price to correct and then drop, take out this low, and as you can see, the price created a new lower low and then started to reverse. And now this bullish move is very strong, so I'm expecting the price to make a flat and then push back up, breaking the previous top, creating a new higher high. So this is my expectation for pound USD. Watch this area, or if it wants to pull back a bit deeper, you can also look at this level here, but I don't think that will happen. So personally, I'm going to be waiting for a reaction around this level, and my target will be a new higher high. For dollar yen, this was a perfect setup last week. As you can see, I was expecting the price to consolidate and the market moved up more than 300 pips. And after this top, the market started to slow and steady push back down, increasing the momentum along the way. And now we are at a critical area. But personally, I think the price will continue to drop to take out this low. But even so, I would like to see the price action around this area, because if I see a sideways move developing, then most likely the price will drop one more time, potentially taking out this low, creating a new low, or at least to hit this demand area that I highlighted here. So personal opinion is that if we don't get a spike up followed by a pullback, then the momentum will continue towards the downside, potentially having these two targets, the demand area or create a new lower low. For dollar CAD, I was expecting this consolidation to continue, and then I was looking for a move down, and as you can see, the market dropped almost 200 pips from the previous forecast. So in the coming week, I'm still expecting the bearish momentum to continue, but first I'll be waiting for a pullback, and if I see a reaction towards the downside, then most likely the price will continue to drop, creating another lower low and continuing the downtrend. If the price wants to reverse, then this is the area that I'm going to be waiting for a breakout, and then we'll wait for a pullback. But for now, I'm going to be waiting to see if the price will correct towards this level and potentially reversing with a strong reaction towards the downside. Pound yen, another great analysis. This was expected last week. I was highlighting this area and I was saying that if the price will break out, then the chances are that will continue pushing up, and as you can see, it went 500 pips towards the upside, and now after this move the price is starting to consolidate, is creating a range. So I'm going to be looking at this level for a potential reaction. So if the price will continue to drop, this will be my area to watch for a reaction, and here I'm going to be waiting for the price action, because if the price action will be corrective, then this will continue to drop even more. But if we get a strong candle towards the upside, then the chances are very big for the price to continue up and create a new higher high. Okay, so these are the two scenarios that I'm going to be expecting for pound yen in the coming week. For gold, we got a nice reaction from the supply. The price created a new all-time high last week. We are getting closer and closer to the $3,000 level. So let's see if this will be the first sign of a potential pullback on the bigger time frame, because this uptrend has to correct at some point. So I see two scenarios in play. First of all, if the price will consolidate, create a flat move, and it will give a bearish reaction, then most likely the price will continue to drop, taking out the previous level, creating a break of structure, and then eventually, if it wants to go down, then most likely it will correct and follow the local downtrend. But the safest option is to wait for the price to break this level and then engage it to a pullback, because if you have the break of structure created, at least you have a better chance of succeeding in your analysis. So as you know, it's all about probabilities. So if you have here this break of structure, it will encourage the idea that a pullback might start on the bigger time frames, and If that happens, wait for a potential correction, and then we can go with another drop. Okay, other than that, the price could continue to push back up from here, but personally I only traded towards the upside because I don't see any setup at the moment, so it's a bit risky because the price can correct at any time. So if this wants to go back up, I will be looking for a deeper pullback before entering in any longs. Okay, for silver, last week I was expecting the price to consolidate, take out this level, create a new lower low, and then resume the uptrend. And as you can see, this was a perfect forecast. The price moved 2000 pips in my direction before starting to drop. So here, very important, let's wait for the price to break this area, take out this low. Also, let's wait for a solid candle close below this level, and then if we see a pullback, then most likely the price will continue to drop, creating a bigger degree consolidation. For oil, this one keeps pushing down. We had this imbalance zone rejecting the upward movement, so now I'm expecting the price to correct and continue downwards, breaking this previous low, creating a new lower low. If this wants to go up, I would like to see the price breaking this lower high, this bigger degree lower high, and afterwards I'm gonna be looking for my buy setups. Other than that, like I was saying, we are still in a downtrend here, so let's wait for the price to give us the next sign. If I see here a pullback, then most likely the price will follow down, create a new lower low. For NASDAQ, last week I was expecting the price to create a consolidation and then drop, but as you can see, the price gapped down and then filled this gap up very quick, and they started to make here a consolidation, tested these levels again before resuming the uptrend. Okay, so it's crystal clear that the price is in a strong uptrend, which means that we have to look for our buy setups. Let's wait for a consolidation. One more move up is expected. If the price wants to go a bit deeper and create a pullback, this is the area that I'm going to be looking at for a potential reaction. So if we don't get here a small consolidation, then the chances are that this might drop a bit more, and then we'll see our bullish reaction from this level. Other than that, I want to advise you guys to buy it from here. Even if it won't drop, I still advise you to wait for the price to drop to a very important level before engaging in any setups. For DAX, last week I was expecting the price to break out of the trend line, correct, and then make a new lower low and create this pullback before resuming the uptrend. But as you can see, the uptrend was too strong for my analysis and it started to push up, creating a new higher high, consolidation, continuing the momentum, another consolidation, and then it topped around the 22.6k level, and now it's making a nice flat, which means that there is a chance that it might drop one more time before resuming the uptrend again, or it could continue to push back up from here. Personally, this is the area that I'm gonna be looking for a reaction. Let me draw it for you guys. This will be the level, and if the price will drop towards this zone, then I might consider some buy setups. Other than that, from an analysis perspective, this could push back up from here, or it could drop to resume the uptrend and create a bigger pullback along the way. For Bitcoin, the chart is still very messy. We just have this impulse and this whole range. So normally, if you respect the rule impulse, correction, impulse, then this has to go up. But if you look at the bigger time frame, this whole flat here could be going down actually, because the uptrend was very strong. So personally, I'll wait a bit more before engaging into any setups, because on the daily, even if we are in an uptrend, we are in the middle of this correction, as you can see by this line. So if it's in the middle of something, I don't like to trade it. And personally, I'm going to be waiting either for a breakout towards the upside followed by a pullback for continuation, either to break down and then wait for my buy setups. A good area to watch on the daily is this one. So in a worst case scenario, let's say Bitcoin could drop towards the 80k level, and then I will wait for a reaction from this spot. If not, I'm going to be waiting at least for this previous lower high to be taken out, correction, and then follow up with a buy setup. Okay, so with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed my analysis. Don't forget to trade with care. I wish all of you a happy trading week ahead, and we'll see you guys on the next one.